Right, okay, so today we have a very special E36, and now as you've been watching the page, you've been following, you see that we do sell cars on commission as well. So this car has come in on a commission sale for us to sell. Now, we want to sell the best products, and they are old cars and they're not pristine, but we want to present them as honest and as best we can. And then obviously, to get the best money for them, we have to be open and honest with them. So what we want to do is start going in depth with the special cars that come in that deserve that little bit more. I mean, we do inspect all of our cars before they go out anyway. This one is pretty special. So we're going to bring it in, we're going to explain the process, and then we're going to go up to Nick, and then we're going to get the little work done, the pre-sale work that we need to do before it goes up on sale. Let's grab the car and bring it in. How cool is this thing? Now, like, these are very, very, very rare. They're like right on the cusp of like post-pre-merger AMGs. They are proper AMGs. It's got that lovely 3.6 in it, M104 that's been like bought out, and they're very, very special cars. This is a Gen 2 kitted car. It's beautiful, and in like the best color, isn't it? Silver on black. This is the best way to have them, which is completely stock, on stock wheels. It is absolutely gorgeous. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna run you through this car quickly now, show you a little bit about it, and then we're going to go down the process of how we're going to address all the little problems to make it as best we can to put it before we put it on sale. So let's make a start, shall we? Okay, so it is obviously a facelifted car. You can tell it's a facelifted car because it's got these little eyebrows on the lights, and the grille is set into the bonnet. It's also a Gen 2 car with a genuine AMG kit, which all E36s, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure all E36s came with Gen 2 kits. I mean, look how handsome it is. It is gorgeous. On these lovely 17-inch monoblocks, non-staggered, these are the real wheels. This car is very, very, very well looked after, and it's in one of the best colors, which is silver and black. In my opinion, silver and black on a Mercedes is a classic. You can't really go wrong, apart from black on black, which is my fave. So, this car is fully optioned too. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. And it is in beautiful condition. Now, the black interiors on 124s do wear really, really well anyway. We've had a couple, and obviously they're the best sellers. This particular car has done 154,000 miles, and it is full option. Like, full. So it's got electric seats. These, I say these. They're like the heated massage seats that come on these cars. Heated seats. It's got that for snow, rear blinds, air conditioning, and everything works. The interior is in beautiful condition. The wood has been refinished, and look how beautiful it is. Look at that. Inside here isn't going to need a lot of work. It is literally a little bit of a detail, and we're golden. It's the underside that 124s suffer with. I was going to get hawky and have a little bit of a gander at it, but it's wet at the moment, so I don't know whether we're going to take it outside and wash it just yet, or we'll deal with that after. I've had a look at the paint when it's dry. It's a solid like 8 out of 10. So we get hawky to bring that up a little bit. What we're going to do now is jump in it, take it up to 187, have a look at the underside. I've already had a quick look myself. I got a rough idea of what it needs. I did it when the owner came in, when he was here. So we know roughly what we want to do to it to make it right. We'll take it up there now, show you guys underneath what we're going to do, what's the plans, and we'll go from there. So let's take a spin up to 187. Taking this up to 187, we have already done the motorway journey in it, so I am going to be like sandbagging a little bit, but this thing is fantastic. I mean, like, it's the first E36 124 I've driven, and I'm going to throw it out there, I'm impressed. I've driven loads of 124s, I've driven loads of 320s, so I know these cars very, very well, and immediately, as soon as you pull off, you know it's got more poke. It's definitely got more poke. Really strange though, because this has a 4-speed in it, not a 5-speed. Weirdly, kind of suits it. 70 is about 3,000 RPM, which is still decent. It's just got it's got like, I would say like, it's got that extra sort of like 25%, and it really makes a difference in this car. This car is one of the best 124s I've driven. Like, the mileage is ridiculous. Now, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, this car has full Mercedes-Benz service histories, and it's also on Michelin Pilots, which are the best tyre in my opinion for any car, let alone one of these. So it's been incredibly well looked after and it feels it. As for power, it's got loads of it. Beautiful in here. It's beautiful to drive. It just feels so good. And Dan's had loads of it. What do you think?
No, it's definitely got an extra power.
Yeah, it's definitely got extra power. Just cruising around, it's effortless. I can see why they command a premium. Like for me anyway, it's the best 124 I've ever driven. And it's done the most, it's done a chunk of mileage. I mean, like 154,000. Okay, it's not high mileage, not for the age of the car, obviously, but like it's still not low. But it drives so well. The track is like slightly out. I don't understand why. Ever so slightly. The brakes are nice. It pulls so well, no hesitations. Gearbox is lovely, like lovely. I've got it in sport at the moment, just because I wanted to like put it through its paces on the way up here, just to see if it rears anything. But it holds temperature absolutely spot on. Everything works, doesn't it? Like the butlers, like everything. Like even the rear blind, which let me get past this roundabout thing. I'll show you. Watch it pop up behind me. How cool is that? Like these 90s features, like this car is fully spec'd. This car has the 3 boxes ticked. So we went to AMG, had like 3 separate packages. I mean, like, I'm prepared to be schooled, but I've done a little bit of research and the owner has, like, knows these very, very well. You tick the 3 boxes and this had them done, so it's a full option car.
You gotta remember as well, that sort of money, 35, 40 grand, was a lot more than
35, but it was 35, 40 grand for the base.
Yeah,
and then...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is back then,
yeah,
that was a lot more money than 35, 40 grand is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's house money, wasn't it? Well, 98, my mum paid £17,000 for our house. So, house money car. That's how special these things are. But like driving now, they're just like, back then we were saying the Mercedes were the best cars in the world. This is peak Mercedes. That's why they're going for so much money now. I absolutely love it. But see if we get a bit of space here on this bypass and we'll give it a little bit of a boost and run it through the gears. It sounds particularly nice. Hold on, let's see, get through this roundabout, make sure to do it right. Got that grunt from below. It feels so good. And it pulls so well. Gearbox changed smoothly, engine's got no hesitations. We are doing just above the speed limit and it comfortably gets there. And when you are doing just above the speed limit, it just kicks down and off it goes. I love it. Let's get it to Nick's now, put it up on the lift, see what we need to do underneath to make it just right. So, at 107, say hi, Nick.
Hello.
Now Nick does all the work on our cars, especially Mercedes, because Nick loves Mercedes. If you haven't seen him on here before, we'll get Dav to drop in a link here, here, here. And he's got lots of Mercedes everywhere. Can't show one of them, but yes, lots of Mercedes apart from my car. Yeah.
I'm also a builder by trade as well, carpenter.
Carpenter.
Yeah, I built the Arc and then put a Merc badge on it.
I built the Arc. I drove it up. It drives lovely. What we're going to do now is ask Nick what his opinion on it is. Let's have a look, shall we?
Let's have a look around it.
Come on. First thoughts.
It looks nice and clean. Interior looks like it's in good shape. 154k. I'll be honest, the interior doesn't look like it's done 154k.
But they never do though, do they?
No, it depends on whether people are heavy in weight.
And you know,
and heavy jean wearers.
You know that the person that bought this back in the day was a fat cat.
Yeah, he might have had loads of money, but he was obviously about 10 stone because the seats are not. There's no real play in them. They normally, because they fall forward, they have a lot of play in the back of them. But no, in general, the wood is in amazing condition. Good shape on the inside. Have a look around the outside.
I love it. And as I said on the way up here, one of the best driving cars, best driving 124s I've ever driven. It's beautiful.
Inner wheel arches look good. Yeah, so still got the factory paint by the looks of things. And it's still got the wax oil seals in there where they normally rust and fall through, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so it's had a bit of paint. As anything this sort of age with that sort of mileage is bound to pick up stone chips, which can create a bit of rust and stuff, but in general it looks like it's had a half tidy job anyway. Looks decent.
Cool. Well, what we're going to do now is
inspect the motor.
Yes, have a little look under the bonnet, and then we're going to put it up on the ramp and see what it needs.
Pretty clean engine bay.
It's lovely, isn't it? That's right, folks. 124s, forward thinking back in the day, because of that grille, they made the bonnet go right up when you had to, so you can work on them without whacking your head off that thing, and it's such a handy thing to have.
So this has had a replacement wiring loom already.
Yes.
I don't know if you already knew that, but it's definitely, you can just tell by the wiring and the connection on the plugs, because obviously all these motors suffer with the biodegradable harness. So that's a good start. Like you said, it drove up nice. It actually looks super clean. Like the engine and all that's clean.
It really is super clean. And it drives so well. Like, as Nick just said, they suffer with biodegradable looms. Mercedes, in their like genius back in the day, thought it was, how long did they reckon they were going to last? Like 20 years, 25 years?
No, well, so when they were building them, I think the law was that something on the car had to be recyclable. So they thought wiring harness for the engine would be a great idea for that. Maybe they just didn't think that they would still be getting used this long. Now, doesn't matter whether you got 20,000 miles or whether you got 250,000 miles, it's just the time it's taken, they start to rot out. And obviously then it just shorts out, especially on all the plugs, like you would normally see here where you've got exposed copper where the sheathing is coming off. But like I said, this has already been done. Looks really, really good under it. We'll check out the ramp and see what it looks like underneath.
Let's get on the ramp. What do you think?
4 hours later. Big SpongeBob fan, apparently. Right, so we had a little scout under here. It's had replacement subframe bushes and a few other things. It looked in pretty good shape. SLS on the rear.
Quite a rare option, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if the 36 comes with it standard, because obviously it's similar to a Cosworth and everything. So technically it might have it. I mean, I've never looked under one of these in person to know the difference, but yeah, all that's in good shape. Maybe 1 or 2 arms on the rear we may replace. We'll have a look. I mean, there's not really any play for MOT purposes, but yeah, in general it looks really good actually. All the floor's pretty good. There is a small hole here that I think someone may have picked at previous MOT, so we'll obviously just address that before running it through an MOT. Everything on the front end is pretty good. We did notice that the outer bushes on the anti-roll bar are a bit baggy, so we might replace those because they're only a couple of quid. But in general, I think, yeah, it's really quite good under here. There's a slight oil leak, and then we'll probably clean it off and just inspect it. It might just be a seal or something like that. It's pretty good. It's not going to last so much. I think it's just a cleanup more than anything.
It is, yeah. I mean, like, we've seen like far worse than these come through here, and we genuinely just tell the owner or put them up as projects, but this is far from that. Yeah, no, it's really, really, really nice under here. It's a solid car. You can tell it's been looked after, and it's on Michelin pilots. It drives really nice. It's got new subframe bushes. Everything looks relatively tight in it. It's got a little bit of surface rust here and there, which we will take care of, or Nick will take care of, right?
Of course we will.
It's a lovely thing. So I'm going to leave it with Nick now to start the sales prep. Next video that you see will it be coming back down to us, and then we'll get it ready for sale. Thank you for watching. Hope if you're looking at this from the eBay ad or from the auction, that it gives you a bit more of an insight. I'm going to leave it with Nick. We'll be back soon. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you haven't seen our other videos, please do. If you want to see all the stuff that we got coming up for sale first, go on to Instagram. Everything comes up on there on a daily first before we hit like YouTube and eBay. So thank you very much, guys.
See you guys.